when you're using grammar, there's two things to find out. One is, how do I make it? Do I use had or have or were or was, or what do I use? Okay, that's question number one. How do I make that grammar? Question number two, and very, very important, is which grammar shall I use? Now I know how to make it, I've got to choose the right one. So there's two things to think about, okay? We've been looking at the present perfect. The problems that we've been having with the present perfect are that a lot of people are not sure when exactly to use it. You only use the present perfect if you have got an idea of the past that you're looking at standing in the present. Okay? And so if it's finished in the past, you have to use past simple. And so in some of the corrections I've been doing, people know how to make the grammar, but they don't know which one to choose. And so that's really important. You've got to have an idea of the past, which has an effect on the future, or on the present, or you're standing in the present looking at the past, one or the other. It's got to have the past and the present in it, maybe on into the future. If I say, I've lost my water bottle, bang, I have lost my water bottle. I can't have a drink. Problem in the present, lost it in the past. So then you have to use present perfect. But if you say, I lost my water bottle yesterday, the next sentence would be, I had to buy a new one. Happened in the past, problem in the past, solved in the past. Then you use past simple, okay? You can also use the continuous. I have been looking for my water bottle for 2 hours. Or I have been looking for my water bottle since 8 o'clock. So if you've got a for or since, you still use the present perfect continuous because it's from the past all the way to the present without stopping. Okay, so that's the present perfect. If it's finished in the past, we use the past simple. If you see ago or yesterday or last week is finished, last year is finished, last century is finished. Anything that's finished, you use past simple. One here. Past simple. Finished. Very important that past simple has ended. It's got nothing to do with the present. So you can't say, I have been shopping with my mother yesterday, because although you've made the right grammar, it doesn't make sense with yesterday, because you're using a grammar that's not finished, okay? And so I went shopping with my grandmother yesterday, or my mother, okay? By the way, some people have been using have went. You can never say have went. It's have gone or have been. You have to use verb 3, okay? So you have to use verb 3 past participle. Can't say have went. You have to say have been or have gone, have done, have seen, okay? Now, we get on to the past perfect and the past perfect continuous, which we've got in this Titanic reading, okay? You can only use the past perfect if you have a past simple or a past continuous in the same sentence or in the same idea, very close together. Because all perfect tenses have 2 times in them. Okay? So David, how many times in a perfect tense? 1 or 2?
2.
Well done, David. Excellent answer. So you've got 2 times in the present perfect, you've got the past and the present. So in the past perfect, we've got 2 different pasts. And we call them first past and second past. So first past second past. Because with a perfect tense, you're always looking from one time to another time. And you can't do that if you're using a simple tense. So I've written two sentences here. When I arrived, Jack, what tense is arrived? Yes, past simple. Well done, Jack. Everyone had already left. Shino, what tenses had left? Good girl. And you notice you can use the same pointers as for present perfect, just, already, yet, and since. All perfect tenses can take those ones, okay? And so when I arrived, everyone had already left there, first past. Arrived, second past. So you've got 2 times, all right? Now, I've written another one here. While I was sleeping, Mandy, what tenses was sleeping?
Past continuous.
Good girl. While I was sleeping, past continuous, the birds had been building nests. Okay, Sophia, what tenses had been building?
Past continuous.
Yes, but which past continuous? It's got to have there.
It's past perfect continuous.
Good girl. Past perfect continuous. Because here we are, while I was sleeping, and then you get your, I haven't got my red marker in here. Then you get your continuous happening. So here we are, was sleeping is here. But it's still finished in the past, but it's continuous. The birds had been building nests. So all the time from the first past to the second past, the birds were outside busy building nests, okay? So while I was sleeping, which is here, while I was sleeping, all the birds had been building nests, okay? So they started building nests before I started sleeping. And so both of those are continuous. So that's where I was getting the confusion in the marking, is when to use a continuous and when to use a simple, okay? Now the other thing is, people were putting too many auxiliaries in. I was getting been thrown in the wrong place. So you have to be a bit careful with that. But anyway, that's just giving you an outline. So I think that gives you a rough idea. That gives you a bit of revision about the tenses.